If you were a kid during the 80s and 90s, then you definitely know what this is. This is a boombox. And if you were fortunate enough to have one, that means that you were one of the cool kids on the block. The boombox was first invented in 1966 by Philips, the company that also invented the audio compact cassette. The original boombox was actually called the radio recorder. Boomboxes became popular in the US around the 70s and 80s when the Japanese manufacturers started mass producing them. But it was in the 80s when boomboxes first started booming in popularity, mainly due to MTV videos where they were featured by pop artists. Before the boombox, the only way to get great sound was basically in your mom's living room. They came in a variety of models, and some of them even included TV screens. But why were they so popular? Well, boomboxes, for one, were very portable. They operated off of batteries, and they had cassette players with bass-enhanced speakers. I mean, what more do a young person want? Now, if you couple all these facts with the backing of a superstar such as LL Cool J, then you have a perfect recipe for marketing to young people. The influence in which hip-hop had on boomboxes is undeniable. You had many artists that featured them in their videos, and as well as some movie producers that featured them in their film. The ability to record music is what really made the boombox popular with young people. Many DJs would throw parties and mix their tracks over the air, and young people would sit at home with their boomboxes and record it over the FM waves. The ability to record from FM straight to cassette tape meant that young people could make mixtapes and personalized content that was otherwise not too affordable to someone of that age. So now it begs the question, whatever happened to the boombox? Well, we first have to focus on how the boombox got so popular in the first place, which was portability. The ability to take your music with you was the selling point. And with the invention of devices such as the Walkman, boomboxes started to hit a rapid decline in popularity. The Walkman solved all the problems in which the boombox faced, which is big sizes, which was very, very heavy, and the need for a lot of expensive batteries. The Walkman can fit in your pocket, and they only needed 2 to 4 AA batteries. Couple this with the invention of the MP3 player, and boomboxes was almost non-existent. But that doesn't mean that portable media players became non-existent. That never went away. Technically, you still have boomboxes. The form factor is just different. The more advanced technology became, the smaller devices also became. For instance, the boom of the headphone. Walkmans, coupled with the headphone, eliminated the need of large, bulky cases with big speakers and placed the music right on top of your ears. And this mostly satisfied all the noise complaints that the neighbors used to give at beaches and at house parties. But it's really the invention of the Bluetooth wireless technology that kind of brought the boombox back. For instance, if you was to do a quick Google search for wireless portable speaker, all types of little bitty boomboxes pop up. And yes, I dare to call these boomboxes. And if I'd have to pick a leader of these small devices, I would choose JBL. They are by far the most popular ones when it comes down to these little boomboxes. But it was only when I was shopping around in Sam's the other day that I ran up on this, the Ion Retro Glow. It's a 1980s style boombox with all the modern day features. I just had to have this thing. So join me in the next segment of this video where I do a complete unboxing and show you guys all that this boombox have to offer. The Ion Retro Glow comes packaged in a very vibrant retail purple. And yes, this thing did catch my eye as I walked by. This has all the information that you would ever need as a shopper in the store to quickly scan through all of the features that this thing has to offer. I picked it up and now we're going to see what's actually inside of this thing. First thing you get is the cable. The cable is a little bit proprietary here. You would have seen this style cable before. It's a 2-prong cable, but one end is flat. So some of these cables have 2 rounded ends, but not this one. So just keep that in mind in case you lose this thing. Another thing that comes in the package is the warranty information and the quick start guide. We typically unbox subwoofers and speakers on this channel, and the user guides pretty much get tossed to the side. Subwoofers and speakers are simple, but with an item like this with all these different features, you definitely want to hold on to your user guide. The team over at Ion actually wrapped this in plastic, which is very good to see because it protects it from the elements during shipping. You have all types of snow, rain, wind, dust, dirt. You don't want that getting into your item, so this is always a good thing to see. I really do like the foam that they use here on in the packaging because I hate styrofoam, so anytime I can see this closed or open cell style foam, I really do appreciate it because it doesn't make a mess as you unbox. Right now what you guys are looking at is the battery compartment. Yes, this thing does come with the ability to insert batteries just like you would back in the day, and these do carry D-cell batteries. Those are the big ones, okay, and you're gonna need 6 of those. The Ion team did a really good job at capturing that 1980s style here with this boombox. It looks exactly like one that you would find during that era. The only difference, of course, would be the translucent body. I've never seen that before, but more on that later. Now, please keep in mind that the Retro Glow does have an internal battery, lithium-ion battery, and it does have a 10-hour battery life. One feature that stands out on this boombox that may be lost upon some of the younger people in the audience is the cassette tape deck. Yeah, this is a piece of history right here that you don't see many tape decks anymore, bringing back a whole lot of memories from my childhood. The Retro Glow has all the hallmarks of a original boombox. I mean, everything from the AM, FM radio tuner here to the VU meters. It has it. It has the volume control for bass and treble. Up top, you can also see all the controls for the cassette tape. And then over here, you have something that's a little bit different, which is Bluetooth capability, USB capability with SD storage capability. All that's going to come into play a little bit later. But for right now, I want to talk about what type of storage is used for the cassette tape deck. And as you guys can see on the screen right now, I was actually able to get my hands on some cassette tapes, and it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. Actually, these things are pretty much non-existent these days, but here we go, and we're going to be putting these things to some use and having a little bit of fun with recording some audio for you guys. And for everyone who's not familiar with tapes, they're pretty simple, to be honest with you. You can record on 2 different sides. These sides are labeled as A and B. And what we would do back in the day is we would actually label the tapes and write on them what actually we had recorded on them when we are creating our mixtapes or whatever. Some of the companies caught on to this and started actually including little notes, little notepads on the inside of them so you can do all that. And Maxwell was no exception to that. As a matter of fact, Maxwell back in the day was actually one of the better companies of making this. There was a higher quality considered back in the day for these cassette tapes. So I think we'll be in good hands when recording with this Maxwell cassette tape. And again, this is for all the people who haven't seen this before. In order to use one of these, you actually want to take note of the direction of the arrow because that's the direction that it is going to spin when recording. So you want to put your empty side on that side, because that's the side that is that's the direction in which is going to pull the magnetic tape in order to record your sound of whatever you're trying to record here. And in this case, we're going to be doing a little bit of Bluetooth recording, but I just wanted to point that out to you. The wheel is going to spin in that direction. So just make sure that you put your empty side over there, and it's going to feed that magnetic tape through, and then it's going to, you know, give you some old school analog recording. This is not digital recording. Okay, so remember that this is an old school styled device, but this device is modern. Okay, it has Bluetooth 5.3. That's one of the latest Bluetooth technologies that we have. It also has, like I stated previously, it has USB and micro SD storage capability, and it can record from FM source, it can record from the Bluetooth source, and it can record from the USB source. So this thing is very dynamic, and we're going to get everything started with a recording from the Bluetooth source. This is what most people is going to use it for, and I want to show you guys how to do that both from the cassette tape and also from the USB storage. They can record both of those.
Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Okay, so that was the recording for the tape deck. And the video inserts you guys seen there is from a previous video that I did on passive radiators. If you guys are wondering what subwoofer that is the VCW12 by NVX. NVX is the brand and Sonic Electronics is the company. Right now what you guys are seeing is me attempting to do a recording with the USB feature here on the boombox, and later on we're going to be comparing the quality of the two.
Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
And right now what we're going to do is some radio playback of both. So we're going to compare both the tape quality and the USB recorded quality. All right, so what did you guys think about the recordings? Did the tape quality, tape cassette sound better? Or did the recording from a USB source sound better? Leave a comment in the sections below of what you thought, and I'm going to give my little 2 cents on it. It's like this. If you came along in that era, you would know that the USB quality sounds way better than the cassette quality. I think most people would say that. But what most people cannot say is that listening to the cassette quality, the hissing and slightly popping sound that you get in the backgrounds, really bring back memories and put a big smile on my face. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but stuff like this kind of makes me feel young again. And how many times do we get to say that in a week? But anyway, enough of that. Let me know in the comment sections what you guys think about this. And until next time, thanks for visiting the channel to help you simplify car audio. It's the Budget Bass here, and I'm out.